Welcome back to the Day and Night Podcast. My name is Cody the Collector.
I'm Freshman Feek.
And we got the one and only
Ralph Torres.
What do you do, Ralph?
Special guest on the performance, the one and only. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Shit. I'm an investor relations manager. I'm an accountant. Shit I like to do for fun. I like art, music, food. Like pretty much everything in the arts. I'm like pretty open-minded to kind of just exploring things. I think it's hard to explain who I am because I'm just fucking down for everything. Like, look, I'm here. I'm here. Just like
you pulled up when we needed you.
Exactly. You know this first time doing a podcast. This is just all right. Cody hit me up like, hey, you want to do a podcast? Shit. Okay.
Hey, we're happy to burst that podcast bubble. You know what I'm
dude. So the craziest thing. You hit me up. I was volunteering, and it ended up being it was Love My Neighbor Foundation. It's like I just found it online and started doing it. What they do is they give food and clothing to homeless people in Skid Row.
Oh, that's lit.
The event that I did it with most recently last weekend was with Trinidad James. Oh, so he was a partnered
gold
up.
All in my teeth.
Yeah, and then he hit me up. He's like, "Yo, man, this is random. You want to do a podcast?
Hey, bring him on the show."
Yeah, and I was like, "All right, you know what? I'm totally down for it." And here we are today, just kind of podcasting.
That's lit.
Appreciate.
We'll go into how you and Cody know each other.
Oh, okay. So I know Cody Kleeman from high school, so we go way back.
I think move this a little closer.
No worries.
Level's a little low on your mic.
Oh yeah, no worry. I'll pull it. What's it called? I feel like the first time I got to meet Cody was actually freshman year. We had religion class. Rebudal.
Hey.
Rebudal. Yeah.
Freshman in high school or college?
Freshman in high school.
Okay,
got you. So we go way back into high school.
Right.
And yeah, it's just that's how we met each other.
Sarah?
Yeah,
the recycling lady.
She hate God. Cody was crazy.
You went to Alamany, right?
Yeah, I went to Alamany. Yeah.
Okay.
Cody was
that
funny
private
as
school
fuck.
shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. See,
wait, was that shit expensive?
It was just $70,000 a year.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
I'm about to say.
I was about to say, like, wait, hold up. No.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a private school, but compared to like all of the other private schools in the valley.
Because I don't know. What's another one? Chaminade is the only one.
Chaminade, that was expensive.
I got killed out of there.
Really?
Yeah.
For what? Being too dumb?
But how were you there in freshman year?
Well, I didn't really work out with Chaminade and Los Angeles Baptist also.
And then you went to...
You got kicked out of two schools?
Yeah.
But it wasn't for fighting or nothing, so what was it for?
How do you know?
What
do you mean?
Lights out. You know, they called them lights out.
Lights out.
Yeah, lights out. It wasn't for knocking people out.
Yeah, exactly. Damn.
No, I just always had to be the class clown, and teachers didn't like that.
I feel it too, because I was one of those people. I was
too, but kicked out of the school for that? I don't know. That's a little.
I almost didn't get an Alamany because of that. Shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like, middle school. I was just
the third school, I was like, all right, our family was like, all right, look, man, like.
Because you have to apply to get into the school too.
Yeah.
And, I feel like if you have to pay, I'm already paying like exuberant amount of money to get into the school.
Yeah, I was an athlete. They looked at me and they're like, the fuck is this guy gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, yeah, that's true. Oh, my homie. Oh, you got. Oh no, I think it was a little younger than y'all. My homie Steven Jones went there for basketball.
Track and field.
Oh no, I think he was a year younger than us.
No, not track though. He played basketball. Yeah.
No, I think the name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
The only sport I did was track and field. I did a pole vault.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Wait, pole vault is the one where you throw the pole, or the one where it launches you up?
You got the stick and you got to go over the bar.
Bro, that is fucking dope as hell.
I won't say I was good because I wasn't, but I was funny as fuck. Yeah. Everybody was just like, freshman year I had to wear a red helmet because they're like, dude, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah. That's fucking
I'll never forget one time so the way that you do it, you know how like you have the pole, you plant it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like jump up, I just like kind of ran forward and the pole slapped back. It hit me right here, like literally a carbon fiber pole was centimeters away
from
making it. I would
ruining
never
your life.
Having no more descendants.
Dang.
You remember Urba?
Of course.
He saw it from like a distance and he started running. He sprinted over.
We got talking to the mic though. We got talking to the mic. Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, dude, are you good?"
There we go.
I'm like just like curled up on the floor, like holding this general area, and he's like, "Man, I saw that." Like, and the end of the pole, it's like this little nub. It flew all the way to the baseball field. So a baseball player came.
So how do you even get into that? Like, how do you start?
I honestly, my sister did it, and I was like, shit, I'm not doing anything.
So you just wanted, you
I was
signed up.
okay, I want to do a sport. I want to be like active, and like senior
That's
year,
lit.
I did a whole bunch of shit, but all I really
that
did
should be
was
like
pole vault.
Like the extreme sports. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, like I'm pretty sure my knees and my shins, they're still fucked up.
Yeah,
because I would just fly all the way up and go back down.
I did high jump for track and field. I did high jump and long jump, but this was in middle school, not even high school.
Okay.
I did that, and then I did the relay race. That's about it. And then when I got to high school, basketball, of course, and then I tried out for football. I made the team too.
But you didn't want to
spring training. No, I was on it, and then spring training. The first week we had, we put the gear on and it was contact.
Yeah.
I got laid the fuck out. Like,
shit.
I was wide out, caught the ball, turned around, about to run. Like as soon as you turn around and see the green, and then boom, got smacked. I couldn't even breathe air in. Like I was like.
And then what happened?
That was my last day on the field.
You were like, no, I'm not doing this.
I was
anymore?
like, I'm sticking to the hardwood.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to play football, but my parents looked at me and they're like, you're gonna die. And I'm like, all right.
Or because a lot of running backs, like the fastest people, are pretty short, so you could have been, Reggie Bush type.
Yeah, no, because then I remember.
Because you gotta get stocky.
Yeah,
too, right?
no, then I remember because I mean, pole vault was. I mean, we trained and all that stuff, but one time I was at a track meet and they were like, all right, like we don't have anybody competing. Like Ralph, you want to run?
Yeah.
I did a relay race and that shit. No. Running was not for me. I would have not been a running back. So.
Well, let's dive in.
We're getting real distracted.
No, it's good. It's good. Launch it off. I'm gonna turn up his mic a little more on this side. I think it'll help.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Good. No, don't worry about it.
So I don't know about you, but we.
Different mic than ours, so we just
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we do have a new president. So
yeah,
President Trump is out. And we do have Biden. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, like, I keep up with politics in the fact that I know what's going on around me. But I mean, Biden, I think, would be better than Trump. I thought Trump was just like a meme the whole time. Like, and I have friends that really hated him, and I was more on the side that, dude, this like what he stands for, kind of his attitude on how he's doing the position, I didn't like. And, I had some friends that literally just liked him because it was fucking content. The dude literally trolled the world and, like, people, and...
He gave us 4 years of content.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, he did, but I'm not personally into that type of content, where it's just like, okay, kind of promoting division, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, I mean, with Biden, I mean, I won't know because it's just starting. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's mainly like the president. Yeah, they can make change, but overall, it's just the policies and stuff that they do enact, which isn't really determined by the president.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So as like the political figure of our country, Biden is way better than Trump, because Trump was just like, as they would say, he was just like a big baby. Like
and he wasn't even a politician to begin with.
Yeah, like dude was just like, when I think of him, I think of, what is it, The Apprentice or some shit? Yeah, like, or
Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah, just a celebrity face.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Again,
it's almost like he won a popularity contest.
Yeah, exactly.
And
honestly, and one of the biggest things that Trump pointed out within his presidency was just how divided we were as a country. Like, that was one thing that became very, very apparent to it. And again, like, I'm not very into politics. Like, I'm sorry that it's just, I have to admit to it. Like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm very politically informed. I'm not. I mean, and to me, it's just that the way that I view it is just, all right, I believe in what I believe. I'm going to vote on the props, policies, and all that stuff that I think is better for us as a whole, as a society.
I'm the same way. Yeah.
And then, like, to a certain degree, it's just like, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm a single person. It's more of, finding like-minded people to get that mindset, like to kind of like how, after Trump's presidency, some people change their mind. They're like, I don't want to vote for him again. I originally voted for him.
True.
And then I realized what I originally thought that he would do wasn't actually what,
what came to fruition.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so from that's just how I view it. It's just, I mean, I voted all on the props and stuff, and the president, I just knew that, okay, I'm going to pick Biden. And, it's crazy. So I hung out with my neighbors. I met one couple that was just like, okay, like, I don't do anything. I'm going to hang out with them.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it during the whole, during the whole election. And I asked them, like, have you looked at all of the other candidates? And I'm just like, there's the Liberal Party, the Green Party, and all that stuff. And they said no. And I'm like, why didn't you? And they're just like, well, I didn't think about doing it. And the first time I voted when we turned 18.
18.
Or, yeah.
I'm a little older than you. I was born in 92.
Okay, yeah. So when I turned 18, so I was born 94.
Yeah.
First thing I did, I looked at all, the candidates. And I was just like, okay, like this is their whole, what they're running for.
Yeah.
Their campaign seems really interesting. Like I support that.
Yeah.
And then I realized after the first time, it's just, we're pretty split between like Democrats and Republicans,
which is something I think we got to get rid of, the two-party system. Like even though there is the Libertarian Party, there's the Green Party, there's all these other parties that do, and even independents, like Kanye West ran for president, you know what I mean? But the only realistic choice that's going to come to fruition is either a Democrat or a Republican. You
because
know what I mean?
it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers
so
game.
Like although like there's a candidate that literally has the most ideal plan, until everybody can like do that. And again, like from what they told me, they're like, no, we didn't even bother to read all of the other candidates. And that's what I was just like, see, that's exactly why, like, you can do all the research you want, be that person who knows it, and like you can inform people about it. But at the end of the day, it's just a majority of where we are.
That's true.
Is just that's gonna be how it is, which is why I focus more on the policies.
Which is what I tell Cody every week. Like I look into the policies. I don't care honestly about any one of these people as a person. I don't give a fuck what they do, who they are. I have a list of policies that I follow and that I believe in. Like one of my biggest things, and voting, I feel like is politics in general is transactional. I give you my vote for your promise to give me something back. That's how it should be. Everybody, like, like people, I think, fall in love with the politicians just because, like, oh, they came to this. Oh, look at them. They're doing the Dougie. Or they're doing this dance. I'm going to vote for him because I like him as a person. Yeah. But then when nothing changes in 4 years, then you're upset. You know what I mean? Because they didn't promise you anything.
And you're not voting for the person. That's the thing. You're voting for what they're going to do for you. Exactly.
Yeah. So like one example for me is student loan debt. I think a couple people in the Democratic primary were running on canceling student loan debt because it's crippling our future generation.
Exactly.
And I got a lot of student loan debt. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it. Whoever's pushing for this, amongst other things, of course,
I'm going to go for it.
I'm going to vote for your voice. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do in your private time. If you're a gay, black, white, I don't care what it is.
That's nothing.
The things you're promising to do, oh, I like that. Boom, I'm going to vote for you.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. I tend to look at people as like how they are to me. Mm-hmm. Not like, for example, like Cody and I were cool.
Yeah.
Like we're in high school, like we never really had any like conflicts or anything.
Yeah.
A lot of other people would say otherwise.
Yeah.
Just be like, okay, I don't like Cody. I'm just like, all right, cool. But yeah, him and I, we were just like, we weren't like the best buds where I'd see him and be like, oh man, we gotta kick it. It was just more of like
because he said he'd be by himself on lunch and shit.
That guy, yeah, damn.
In my freshman through like freshman to junior, when I hit my senior year, that's when I was just
the glow up.
All right,
the glow up.
No, it's funny because we went to CSUN together too, and I was just like,
CSUN.
Yeah. No, so I would see Cody, I'd be like, all right, I'd just see him, but he had the biggest squad, and I'm just walking by myself. Just and it was funny is because
how the tables have turned. And
and because. I will say, like, in high school, I was pretty popular. Like, like everybody. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't have any beef with anybody. Right. I just treated everybody like, yo, okay, you're cool. I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, hi, what's up? Like, that was just me. I was running around just.
So let me ask you this: would you rather have your shirt always 2 sizes too big, or 1 size too small?
Oh shit! No, 1 size too big, dude. Or was it 2 sizes?
2 sizes too big, or 1 size.
2 sizes too big by far. That's like a blanket right there. And if it's too hot, then I just get a breeze, and it's just shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, again, like, if I 1 size too small on me, that's just like no.
It makes you look bigger though.
I like even now. Okay, I wear medium shirts.
Short answers. What is yours?
Yeah, I do medium shirts even now because what I'm saying, I like to show the guns a little bit. Like,
all right.
You know what I mean? So this is easy. I would always take 1 size too small, 2 size too big. I feel like that's the era of like Remember that era when everybody would wear like
Echo
4X
Unlimited.
white tee?
Yeah, Echo Unlimited.
Like clean in my white tee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Lean Ritter, Rock with the era. I think that just looks too corny. But maybe that era might come back. You know how style, like in fashion, especially in fashion,
like short,
it's very cyclical. It comes back.
It comes back. Yeah. So maybe you start that. You might be ahead of the time when people start rocking that again in about 5-6 years. Who knows?
So you would rather pick the bigger one? You'd rather pick the smaller one?
You know what? I changed my mind. I gotta go with small because now that now I gotta work out, show off my guns and shit.
Or it can be incentive if your shirt's too big to work out to fill it out.
The two sizes too big.
2 sizes a lot. Yeah,
that's like me, like trying to bend my arm to my back and being like this, like shit. I can't put lotion on my back.
That's true.
I can't scratch my back. Nah,
2 sizes too big. What about you, Cody?
I would go with one size too small. So
I mean, I'd rather have it almost too. I mean, 2 sizes too big is a little big because I mean I wear a large. I probably should be wearing medium.
Yeah, you're definitely medium.
But I mean, I would wear an extra large, but the thing is I'm skinny, so I don't want. I mean, I'm actually buff, but it visually doesn't show. And I feel like you should have a tight shirt because you're a little bit bigger than me, not too much bigger.
The camera don't lie, man. The camera don't lie.
And, you know, I mean, you're actually pretty ripped though. Like you actually, you do have like muscle.
It's just natural. Like I don't know what it is.
No. I saw you lift it one time. I was like, no way is that Ralph. Like
checking him out a little bit.
Yeah. I was like, there's no
Cody did like
way.
a double take walking by. Had me in the gym.
There's no way that's Ralph. Like,
that's hilarious.
Like you put a tank top on. I was like, that can't be him.
Yeah,
there's no way. Like,
that's fun.
Again, one of the. So I told you. Well, I guess this is
because you would never think you'd think you're skin and bones.
Yeah, but no. I got. You know, surprisingly, I'm stronger than what I look like. The other day, like I just tried to lift. Like I lifted a dumbbell. Like just couldn't do something. I was like, what the fuck?
It's nothing.
This is.
I would probably pick too big. I'd probably pick 2 sizes too big.
2 sizes too big.
Because I already wear big clothes. So.
All right, that's lit.
Yeah,
that's lit.
No, I switched to small. Just because 2 sizes too big for me is probably...
Actually, I'd probably do 2 sizes.
Nah, we stick with the same hat.
No. Well, no, see, that's the thing. I would do it not as a t-shirt, but like as like if it were like a sweaters, I would do 2 sizes too big.
That's true.
Yeah. Like sweaters and stuff, but like t-shirts.
Are you warmer when you wear bigger sweaters, or are you warmer when you wear like tighter sweaters in general? What do you think?
No, big sweaters, because you can style that shit way better.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, definitely. That and it's like a blanket. I'm cold. I want to just sit down and just.
It's like a quilt. You got a quilt on you all day.
Yeah, shit.
You got the next one for us?
Yeah, I mean the lights is in my way, so you're gonna have to read all of these right now. You slid it over this one.
Oh, okay. If anything, would you rather have a rewind button? Well, you have it on your phone.
You're right, I do.
What a goober.
Well, in that case, would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life? Either or.
So wait, hold up. With a pause button, is it like everything pauses, but I'm still going?
You're still moving.
Okay. Or a rewind button. Ooh.
I would have a rewind button.
Yeah.
But then again, I may want to have a pause button. Because with the pause button, you can enjoy the moment. You know, you can enjoy what you have, what you do, you know, take a step back. Kind of like when we had our, you know, COVID break. We were take those couple months off and appreciate it. I was like putting a pause button on, you know. But if we do a rewind button, we'll be able to see already what we did, but we won't be able to change what we did.
I mean, you could technically change it, but like...
But there's a lot of the mistakes that you made in the past. A lot of the mistakes that you made in the past, they're like lessons learned, more or less. Yeah. So I would probably click a pause button, aka the COVID button. And
wait, so you said you want to rewind? Wait, pause.
He wants pause.
Pause. Okay,
yeah, he's a pause button.
So what about you?
Well, see, that's how far can I rewind? Is it just like a 15-second buffer real quick, or can I like rewind back?
Let's put a limit on it.
It's like okay. Do you remember the movie Click?
Yeah, I was about to say like
Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean that's where he gets fucked up because then he just does it too much.
Yeah. What was the catch in that movie? He was able to control everything, but
he used it too much.
But what happened when he did it?
He lost control. Remember, he's just like.
Oh, everything was just like fast forwarding.
All the good moments, all the having kids, all the everything was skipped over.
So I mean, I personally would do a pause button because I mean, one thing that I like doing is just like enjoy. Like when I go to an art gallery or something, you know, I take my time looking at stuff of what it is and like how it really is set up. So like doing a pause button, I could do that real quick. You know, see everything without having like time actually go. and then be ready to do something else. And same thing with traveling. Like imagine traveling like somewhere like going to a forest or something, really needed to decompress your mind, like that little pause break where you need to do that.
Right.
Just pause it and then boom, you're right there at like trying to clear your mind, and then you're ready to go and continue it.
I agree. I like a pause button as well, but my reasoning is this. I feel like everybody in this world has 24 hours in a day, right? Yeah. If I could pause, like let's say I'm starting a new business and I'm working hella hours, you know what I'm saying, to get it off the ground, I can pause when it gets to 10 o'clock. I pause the whole entire world, but I'm still working. So I work for another 6-7 hours when I'm dead tired. That's a really good point. Yeah. When I'm dead tired, and now when I'm dead tired and I want to sleep, I just press play and I can have another 8 hours of sleep just like everybody else.
That's a good point.
But I was working more often. You know what I mean? So I feel like from a productivity standpoint, I would definitely pick a pause button.
Yeah, pause definitely, because it gives you just a moment.
Just a moment. Everybody else is just chilling stuck while I'm working and I'm grinding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point, because I feel like we have different. Each one of us have different reasons for the pause button.
Yeah.
Mine is to take a break, kind of enjoy the moment, or even like you said, be more productive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And
rewind would be dope though.
Rewind would be, but that's the thing with the pause. You can just stop it and then just be like, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
But the thing with the rewind is you may also relive the bad moments, or you may relive the good moment.
Now, can you change?
See, that's the thing. Is the rewind like
give you the opportunity to change?
Yeah. See, then that makes a completely different whole perspective. Because if you can rewind and make change, then the future will be completely different. So it'd be a new experience. But from that, like, you're gonna keep wanting to rewind and saying like, oh, I need to redo this to make it perfect. Like if you were like confessing your love and you fuck up and you're like, shit,
I should have said it this way.
Yeah, exactly. Or like
doing it.
She declines it, or you're like something like that. And
that
you're
makes sense.
I need to go back, and then you get lost in redoing
trying
it
to
until
perfect everything.
Exactly. Whereas the pause button, you're able to like acknowledge like, oh man, I messed up. Like this has really got my mind messed up.
And then maybe you can just correct yourself moving forward. You're like, okay, let me pause it, let me gather my thoughts, and then this is how I'm going to save myself from the fuck up I just did or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Pause for the win, baby.
Yeah, I'm pause for the win.
All right, here's a would you rather for the females, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you meet a
beautiful woman.
You meet a beautiful girl, right? You're at that point in your life, so now you have the option, because some people prefer one or the other. So would you rather text all day with a girl, back and forth, or would you rather knock it out with one phone call at the end of the day?
I'm 100% phone call. Like, I'm literally the worst texter. Like, I overanalyze. The thing is with me with texting is there's so many ways, like depending on how the person
perceives it.
And how the person it's just like with me and my friends, we have like words and shit that we use that nobody would understand. It's just
I feel like a lot of them can be misinterpreted as well. Like wordage can be misinterpreted of what you say, and it's just not. It's impersonal.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, that's what I mean. I'm more of like, ideally it would just be talking in person. Like with this, would you rather talk on the phone for an hour? Like in that situation, definitely talk on the phone. But ideally it would be talking face to face. It's just like.
What about FaceTime? Is that
FaceTime works, but I like kind of like this situation. We're actually really invested in it. Like I could be FaceTiming you, but I'm making dinner. I'm doing something, like I'm working on homework, or I'm like working.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's the whole multitasking language. That's what text and talking on the phone has become. And so like I would rather talk on the phone for an hour, but ideally it would just be talking face to face, because one, you get to feel the emotion through like the voice, like you can hear it and you can see it. Like you say something and like they're like, what did you just say to me?
You can read people's facial expressions better, body language.
Yeah,
and like you say, misinterpreted. It can be misinterpreted.
So FaceTime is the closest thing to that. So I guess talking on the phone would include FaceTiming.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm a very busy person. You know? Like I don't have time to look at the phone, figure out what am I going to say, then respond back. I have a 30, 45 minute drive back. I'll knock it out. You know
exactly.
Like, that's how I feel.
And honestly,
I'm gonna take the other perspective, but go ahead, finish.
And my thing is that like I acknowledge that we're all independent people. Like we're all doing stuff with our lives. It's just not like I'm cool with you not texting me and talking to me like all day, because what are we gonna talk about consistently?
Always,
it's just that when we actually do talk and see each other, it's just like, oh, okay, tell me about your day. Tell me what you did. And within that hour talking on the phone, I feel like you can really get it out. Whereas if you're texting all day, you can either know my every move or all that stuff. And again, I'm not the greatest texter, so I'm not more relatable to that. But in terms of conversation, I feel like, oh, okay, I'm a better like us, right now, like just
better conversation than it is texting back and forth.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree with that. I just feel like for me personally, because I'm so busy all the time, I can't multitask when I'm on the phone. Like if I'm on the phone with somebody, like I have to like really sit down and be on the phone, and then like I'm not getting other things done. But I feel like when I'm texting with somebody, especially when I like with a girl or whatever, I'm a quick texter. Like I read it, I respond really quickly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I analyze it, and I can throw my phone down, do a couple of things, boom, I get another text back. I can answer in a minute or so, and I can multitask a lot easier when I'm texting them when I'm on the phone. Like when I'm on the phone or on FaceTime, like I have to sit my ass down
and really
then, like that entire hour is consumed with that person.
Really, you can still do other things. Like I'll cook dinner, clean,
me personally,
I'll
I can't
do all
do that.
Yeah. Work out, work at the gym.
I like me. I need to be focused. Like I can send a text, put my phone away, and then focus at.
Well, I mean, I haven't worked out in a couple of years, so I probably.
I just hit the gym today, baby.
Yeah,
that's one thing I can't live without. The gym. That's why I was going crazy when COVID first started. Was when the gyms closed down. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Oh no! I
walked in the house. I was like, I was doing home workouts, but that shit was not cutting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I personally hate doing workouts. Like, I won't look at a thing and be like, okay, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
For a while, my company paid for a trainer, and so that was what got me working out. And I got pretty good, and then all of a sudden we stopped training, and I'm like, okay.
Was it like group sessions or?
Yeah, so me and my coworker pretty much are some people in the office who wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I was really... The craziest thing is, last year I was supposed to go to like EDC and music festivals. I'm like, all right, I gotta look good.
I want to do that.
I gotta look good.
Go to a rave?
Yeah. So EDC would have been my first, and then the other one, Splash House. I mean, I've been going to Splash House for a few years.
I have a couple of homegirls that go to raves all the time. So I'm sure they
know. It's a music festival in Palm Springs. There's multiple hotels, and each hotel is a stage, and you just bounce from hotel to hotel. And the music, it mainly house, but there's a lot of EDM, but they have a mixture of music that goes there. It's fun. I mean, it's pool parties at 4 different hotels.
So at the end of the day, you would rather do phone call? You would do text? And I would do phone call?
If that stays as it is, either text all day or on the phone for an hour.
I would phone.
Because text all day, in my perspective, is not like I'm glued to my phone all day. It's like when I send a text, like in 1 hour, you text back and forth maybe 7 times with that person. So just like, like every now and then you look at your phone, you reply, and then you throw it down. That's how I'm perceiving it.
I guess it depends on the person too.
Yeah.
If it's a girl, I mean, I'm really good on the phone. Like my phone skills are a lot better than my texting skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
I relate with that. I talk on the phone, or I talk on the phone for a living.
Yeah.
So naturally I want to talk with the girl on the phone.
Yeah.
Because then I get more. I'm better. When I'm
on the phone, to make it seem like not a chore, I gotta be on FaceTime. Like I think FaceTime was the greatest creation, like especially with a girl. When I'm on FaceTime, I feel like it's more personal. But when I'm on the phone, I'm just like, fuck, I want to get off. I just have a nagging, like I need to get off the phone. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I think it's just me personally, why I feel like that. But I think most people would agree with y'all, though. I think most people would much rather talk on the phone, especially women. Women love being on the phone, from my experience.
I don't know. I've met some girls that they don't like talking on the phone.
Really?
I'll call 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and I'm like, just answer the phone so I could talk.
And then they'll just shoot you a text and just be like,
busy.
What's up? That's what I do.
Busy.
That's why I can't talk right now. What's good? You know what I mean? That's what I do personally.
So if it's a homie, I feel like, I'll shoot him. See, I feel like when it's homies, I'll just text them saying, okay, let's link up, or like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So
especially when the information you need to send is just very basic. Like, bro, you could just shot me a text on that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What you doing today? Trying to chill? Nah, I'm busy. Got the gym. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? like a 20-minute conversation could be summed up in a 3 or 4 texts. Like,
well, our conversations are usually pretty short on the phone, right?
Hell no, you talk forever. I gotta rush this guy on the phone. Like, all right, my guy, yeah, we'll exchange the same information that could have been summed up in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
In like 25, 30 minutes, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. But hey, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a personal thing.
You know, when you see that incoming call from Cody,
hey, you gotta commit some time.
When I see it, I'm like, do I have 30 and 40 minutes right now? Nah. Silent. No,
and then just text them back, be like, I'll call you back later.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. So, I got another question.
All right.
So, when's your birthday?
My birthday was actually yesterday.
What?
No!
Yeah, I turned 27.
Happy birthday.
27
my
yesterday,
My
dude.
guy, let's go.
Okay, well, then I got a question
shit.
for you.
All right,
This is a perfect question. So, since it was your birthday yesterday, would you rather receive cash as a present or would you rather receive gifts as a present?
I would rather receive gifts because I kind of like the surprise of, you know, what am I going to get? Like, what when you, like, think of me, what does that translate into, like, a gift? You know, whereas,
Gotcha.
I mean, don't get me wrong, cash is nice because it just gives me an opportunity to buy things, but it's more, I guess it
means that they thought about
there's
you.
more meaning,
You know, there's more
the
thinking
gifts.
into it.
Yes, much more meaning to gifts than cash. Like, and yeah.
And what about you?
I definitely agree with that sentiment. I think from a practical point, cash is better because now you can choose anything you want with that cash. But like, yeah, from like a personable level or a more emotional level, a gift is definitely better. You know what I mean? Especially if it's something that you may may have not bought for yourself, but somebody thought of you and gave you this, and like you use it all the time. Like the utility of a gift coming from a special person is like.
And you think about them all the time. Every time you use it, you're like, oh, XYZ gave me this. That's pretty cool, you know?
That's facts.
If someone gives you money, it's like, okay, thank you.
But whatever you buy with that money, you're not going to think of that person when you use
as
that
much,
thing. Yeah.
You know, like, let's say somebody buys me this table. I know every time I look at it.
It's just like,
oh, yeah, you know, XYZ bought me this.
That's facts.
So, I mean, I would go with gifts. I mean, it also depends on the person. Like, if you're in poverty, and, you know, you can barely make your bills.
That's facts.
Cash would be obviously the best option to food and groceries and stuff like that.
Or shoes or some shit.
Yeah.
I have to have shoes, so maybe cash would be mandatory.
Yeah. Oh, but then they can just get you a pair of shoes.
Yeah, I know. So I would go with gifts because I always feel like it's sentimental. They thought about you.
Yeah.
You know, they put love into it. They thought, okay, what can this person use? You know, or... what can I get? How can I personalize that gift? Can I give them a picture and put a personalized frame on it? Can I get them, like, what can I get them to make it personalized?
Yeah.
And nobody just wants to see cash on the Christmas tree. They want to see presents.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Santa didn't come with an ATM card, you know?
That's true.
So I would greet him, man, if he did.
Santa? I wouldn't say no.
My guy. All right. Let's dive in here. I got another one for y'all.
So you're a very wealthy person, right?
No.
So this is a great question.
I'm not a very wealthy person. No.
All right, but if you were to get wealthy, all right, would you rather get rich through hard work or through winning the lottery?
See,
it's a tough one.
I mean, for me, like, winning the lottery would be nice because what I want to do, it would, like, help open the doors and just make it so that it'd be easier to do it.
Right.
But getting rich through hard work gives you a better understanding of
financial literacy.
Yeah, exactly.
And
like
the value of that money.
Exactly. But like winning the lottery, like it's like you hear like statistically people who win the lottery, like
80% of them end up going broke.
Yeah, because like they blow their money so quickly that they're just like, oh, I'm gonna buy all this stuff, you know, keep splurging on it, and like, I mean, and which, if you do win the lottery, that's all for it. If that's what you end up doing and what you want to do,
I'm about to buy a lotto ticket when I leave.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, why not? Like, why not? Why not? If you have the opportunity and you win and you get rich with the lottery that way,
yeah.
But like again, with the hard work, you have a better understanding, and you're
financial literacy, you appreciate it. You know,
yeah, like
you earn $100,000 and you buy $100,000 car. You drive that car, you're gonna appreciate that. You're gonna appreciate that car a lot.
Exactly. Whereas where it's just kind of given,
they just gave it to you. It's not as prevalent.
Yeah. Also, to add to that point,
I don't know if prevalent goes with a sentence.
Yeah, no, I don't think it does. Prevail is like triumph, you know what I'm saying? Like you overcame something. But to your point, I mean, like when you earn the money, when you earn
you triumphed over wherever you were, and you got to that milestone. You're like, all right, you know what?
Yeah,
I worked for this. I feel more rewarded buying that nice car because I worked. Whereas if you win the lottery, you're just like, oh, easy.
That's facts. Mm-hmm. And you're more respected by your peers when you earned your money through hard work.
Respect is important. I learned that.
I mean, but see, here's the thing. Like, if you get rich through winning the lottery, but then your mentality is like, I want to help other people.
That's facts.
Then that's a little bit more logical than getting rich through hard work. Because
if you win the lottery, I would rather just win the lottery and then make investments. So that way you're able to get residual income and create generational wealth instead of just spending and spending. Because the generational wealth of having that residual income would be the first thing I would do.
Literally,
and the reason why a lot of jackpot winners go broke is because they spend instead of invest.
And also because of that, like, I think it depends on when you where you are in your life when you do win that lottery.
Exactly.
Majority of these people probably weren't doing shit with their life anyway, so when they get that lump sum of money, they're just living out their wildest dreams, I'm blowing it on like strippers or whatever the case is.
Yeah,
like,
which I can't blame them.
20. Yeah, I mean, I would do I would budget that into my I won $100 million. $2 million is gonna go to just fucking it off. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna live wild for this.
Put it on the balance sheet.
Yeah,
put it on the balance sheet. It's accounted for. You know what I mean?
It's a necessity. Has to be open.
Yeah,
like accounts payable right there.
Yeah, like having like those
tax write-off.
Yeah, having the luxurious things through winning the lottery. But I would rather get rich winning the lottery because I would rather be wealthy through hard work. If that makes sense, because there's a difference between being rich and wealthy.
Being wealthy, that's 100%.
Because wealthy is like you have like the generational
free
wealth.
Time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Wealth, like from what I've learned, is like wealth isn't necessarily like you have a lot of money. Wealth is like you're at a point in your life where you don't have that many problems like bills and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's like you've reached that point where it's manageable, and you're like, I don't gotta stress. Like I don't.
Or even the way I look at it is wealthy versus rich. Wealthy is when the gap between your expenses and your income is very, very, or your assets, I should say, is very, very high. Like, there's a lot of rich people, like NBA players are rich, but a lot of times, I'll say the NFL because it happens a lot more in the NFL. They'll go broke because, they sign a contract for $5 million a year, but then while they're playing, their expenses is like $4.8 million a year. You know what I mean? Or something it's at some point even exceeding that, the money they're getting a year. Yeah. So when they move through their career, they're earning all this money, but then when that money stops and they get a knee injury or whatever and they're at the league,
and then
their expenses are still the same, but the income's not coming in. So you were rich for this whole time, but you didn't build wealth from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
investments. I really like the Market Source, the Instagram page that you follow.
Yeah. Wait, Market Source? Or
the Market...
Is that what it's called? I don't follow it.
Yeah, you do. I got it off your page.
You got it on my page? Oh, I probably do. Maybe they haven't posted in a while, but I follow a lot of like market strategy pages. Yeah,
it's motivating.
Yeah, I mean, I like finance 100%. And all that stuff too. So
motivating.
Just
for sure.
So,
100%.
But I would get rich. Getting rich, I would win through the lottery. But being wealthy, I would do hard work.
I agree.
If that makes sense.
And I think it depends on how hard you really have to work.
Yeah.
Like if we're talking, would I rather work
a coal mining job and shit?
A coal mining job for 16 hours a day. I would rather
take that lottery.
Yeah, I'd rather win that lottery.
I'll take my chances. I'm gonna make the right decision.
So it depends how hard I'm gonna work.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, I think at this point in my life, I feel like I've already appreciated money and I've worked hard. I know I'm only 27. But I feel like I would already know what to do with the money.
That's what I'm saying.
I would already know what to do with
three right now because we have a better understanding. We went to college and we have good jobs and now we work. We understand the value of it. If we were to win the lotto, we're not fucking up that money. You know what I mean? Because we know how to manage the money already.
Yeah.
Whereas if we, maybe when we were 14, 13 and we got that money.
Then we would do all of that.
Because it comes down to... We would be wild and we'd have to get a financial advisor to like really manage our money for us. You know what I mean? And give us an allowance. Like, all right, it's $100,000. You can do whatever you want. The rest of this $5 million, we're gonna plan this shit out.
Yeah. But like for me to work in a coal mine for 16 hours a day, or like some really hard, work, it's nah.
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
I feel it. Okay.
All right. I want to ask this one. We have a couple more here before we get out of here.
No worries.
Again, this is another one for our lady listeners. Would you rather date a girl who won't stop talking or a girl who won't stop texting? It's kind of similar to the other one, huh? You guys want to do this one?
No, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, that's the thing. Like,
I don't like a girl who talks too much.
I mean, but
I don't like a girl. I don't like a girl who texts
I'm not
all the
texting. I'm not that good.
And you can ignore a text. If she's always talking in your face.
Yeah, but what if she's with you and she's always texting?
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah.
Like texting somebody else
Yeah,
while she's with me?
if she's
It could be
with you.
texting anybody.
Oh, I thought it was like she's always blowing you up. Like
No. So like, would you rather date a girl who won't stop talking when you're with her?
talking to me?
Yeah.
Or just anybody in general.
Yes. So so just talking to me.
He's just forming the way he reads it.
So-
I know. Yes.
But we'll go with
I'm
we'll
trying
go with
to-
what you think. Explain it.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me some context.
In a relationship status.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah, right.
You're in a relationship status and you're in person. Would you rather date a girl who won't stop talking in person all the time?
To you.
To me.
Yeah.
Or would you rather date a girl who won't stop texting
Other people while she's with you.
While she's with me.
That's easy for me. I'd rather date a girl that won't stop talking to me.
And what about you?
Yeah, won't stop talking to me because I feel like I just keep talking to her.
Yeah, I can talk if I'm tired. I'll be like, girl, I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But if she's always texting somebody else, like not even paying me attention, like why are we even?
Yeah, I would have to do talking because I need attention. Like I need her to show me love.
Yeah.
Like show me attraction. That's a
human feeling. You know what I mean? We all want to be wanted.
Yeah, you want to be wanted. Like appreciate me. Like the best in the world. You know?
I mean, and again, like the emotion. Like she can just be texting me and doing whatever the hell she's doing.
That's
and
true.
Then but when she's talking to me, I'm like, at least you're with me talking to me.
No, but remember his example is the texting part is if she's with you, whenever she's always on her phone. Like,
that's even worse.
That's worse.
I'd rather have her talk to me.
Yeah.
And then like if I can't take it anymore, like communicate with her and be like, all right,
shut the fuck up.
No, not that. Just be like, all right, I'm a pretty. As extroverted as I am, I'm pretty introverted. Like, I'm
me too.
To myself. Like, when I'm out, I'll talk to people. I'm cool. But when I'm like at home, I'm kind of just like,
I gotta go home and recharge the battery real quick.
Yeah,
I'm always talking.
So this guy.
I talk for a living. I talk on the drive home. I talk when I get home to my roommate. Sure. I that's what I do. Like if I honestly lost my voice. Okay, if that was a would you rather question, would you rather lose your voice or lose your eyesight? I'd probably. Actually,
I would lose my voice indefinitely.
Actually,
I wouldn't want to lose my. I mean, my eyesight is already bad, but like, I'll take what I have now and then just be quiet.
Yeah, I have to talk though.
But think about it. Just close your eyes for 5 seconds right now. Now think about your whole life just like that.
Yeah, I'd rather lose my voice.
Yeah, being blind is like shout out to all the blind people out there that hold
shout out. Why are we shouting out the blind?
Shout them out. All right, rapid. We're gonna go rapid right now.
All right.
We're at 50. We're at 50 minutes right here. All right, so we're gonna go. Would you rather have a shirt have you ever? Would you rather have every shirt you ever wear be itchy or only use one sheet of toilet paper each time you go to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah. Use one sheet of toilet paper every time I go to the bathroom. I mean...
Easy. That's an easy choice.
Easiest. Like, I don't want to be itchy.
Yeah.
Like, again, I mean, I had eczema, and that's the worst thing. I grew out of it. Like, I'm one of the lucky people.
Oh, you can grow out of it?
I grew out of it. Like, I still get, like, spurts every now and then, but it's not as bad as when I was a little kid.
Shit. Okay, that's
and,
dope.
I mean, I grew up with toilet paper, like, I grew up with, like...
always use your hand
Filipino,
anyways, right?
It's like, we call it a towel. It's like a little bucket with water.
Yeah,
right?
Shout out.
So I had that, and then now when I moved in with my roommate, he got a bidet, and I was just like, "Fuck yeah, I want one too."
Oh, that's
no way. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, every summer when little, I used to go to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Zanzibar, and we grew up the same way. You have a little bucket. You know what I'm saying? Use your hand in the bucket. Honestly, that's a lot more sanitary.
I think
than using toilet paper.
You're
toilet paper
ripping.
No,
100%. Your butt is cleaner using a bucket of water.
I can use that one sheet to dry myself.
To dry yourself.
I would rather have an itchy. I'd rather have every shirt be itchy than use one sheet of toilet.
I think you're underestimating how uncomfortable
an itchy t-shirt is. Yeah.
Have you ever had chickenpox?
No, I have not.
You've had it?
Yeah. I've never had chickenpox.
I never had it either, but I'm just assuming it's...
So he's like, oh, yeah, I've had chickenpox. I still wouldn't.
No, but even when I have an itchy shirt, like, I'll move around, but, like...
No, look how weird you're going to look to everybody. Just always, you're looking like a crackhead and shit.
You're excited, like...
You're
excited, like,
Jeez, Nah.
But, like, to only have one piece of toilet paper?
Think about it. Oh, okay, what about this? Every time you take a shit, I don't even need that toilet paper. I'm going to just hop in the shower.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's... Yeah. I mean, I still have to wipe at least once.
Do you wash your ass when you go to the shower?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I guess.
I guess so.
I guess. I mean, I.
So you're the toilet paper and I'm the itchy shirt.
We're team toilet paper.
Team toilet paper right here.
Team toilet paper.
Team Philippines and Africa right here. Baby.
Yeah, dude.
I'm isolated.
Western world. Nah, that's lit. Okay, do we have time for one more? Oh, would you want to do? Would you rather live without YouTube or Instagram?
Oh, live without Instagram. 100%. I mean, I use YouTube. Like I watch a lot of documentaries, and I use YouTube for music and stuff, and I like the cooking videos. Instagram, I used to use it to follow like all of like my artists and like the music.
Really beautiful people.
Yeah, me. I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm fucking with you. But but for real, no, that's how I keep up to date with events and stuff going on. But then they changed the whole algorithm of stuff. So I literally see nothing that's going. And now I find out what's going on from emails because I signed up to everything.
Everybody's
all the newsletters. So now it just goes through.
I never really used YouTube as much as I did until I moved here. My roommate introduced me to YouTube. I had never used YouTube.
YouTube is great
for years.
Man.
Like I never used YouTube.
You were a hardcore Instagrammer?
No, I just never used YouTube because I never found the need to use YouTube.
The way I look at YouTube is it's a visual Google.
Like, but I never
anything is an unlimited resource to information or entertainment.
What is it called? YouTube University.
YouTube University.
What they call it? YouTube University.
Yeah, you can learn whatever you want.
No, it's true, and I didn't realize that because I didn't want to pay for cable. Because cable was expensive, so now we stream everything like the news, the Netflix, information.
That's all on YouTube.
It's all streaming.
On YouTube, though. Yeah.
So after realizing YouTube, I was like, I'm never gonna get cable again. There's no point because I can get
internet. And what's fucked up is the cable companies know this.
So they charge a lot for Wi-Fi.
Yeah. If you want internet by yourself, just Wi-Fi by yourself, it's like $80 or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if you wanted just cable with no internet, like $20, $30, you know what I mean? Because they know like there's so much accessibility
streaming
for the
and stuff
YouTube.
like that.
Streaming, YouTube,
everything,
Netflix, everything.
Internet opens the door to everything.
To every other thing. Yep. They're not stupid.
I
think we're all in agreement with that. Fuck Instagram. But there's YouTube. All right. I want to do the last one that I like, the ancestors one. You want to do that one, Cody?
Sure. I'm down.
We're going to end it with that. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren?
Oh, I'd
rather meet my past.
Because
that was one of a really big reason why I went and studied abroad was because I wanted to know about my culture, know about my past, where I came from.
And where'd you study and where you from?
I'm from.
I know this, but for the listeners.
Oh yeah, I'm from like where I live.
Where you studied abroad?
Oh!
Come on, dude.
What's the question again?
He's from Germany.
In Germany.
Germany. So he studied abroad in Germany. You spent a year in Germany studying abroad, learning your culture.
Yes.
Right.
I studied abroad in Stuttgart, Germany for a year.
Yeah.
I'm Cody Kleeman, 5'10". But yeah, that was cool. I would rather go into the past and meet my ancestors. I want to know about my culture. I want to know where I came from.
Yeah.
I want to know all about my roots and how I like the ancestry tree.
Okay. What about you?
Oof.
It's a tough one for me too.
Yeah, this is a tough one because the reason I would want to meet my ancestors again to like know my past and everything, and I didn't get to meet my grandparents on my dad's side. Unfortunately, I only met my grandparents on my mom's side.
Right.
So that would be like the main thing, and again to like know my culture. But on the invert, I'm gonna give you both answers just because fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
I want to go to the future just to see my great grandchildren to see if like one like. I aspire to be like when I'm older to be like a role model to my family,
Facts.
And like leave like a long lasting, presence that they look back and they're like the reason why we're here, and who we are today as like good people would be that the influence of my great grandfather or whichever, they're the reason why like I've made change in the future, and that's what I would be interested to see because it's just like. I mean, going to the past and figuring it out would be nice, but hearing it from my parents directly was one of the coolest things. Learning and now being older and not being kind of so viewed as a child,
Yeah.
Now we're at that point in our lives where we're getting to be viewed as adults because it's undeniable that we're adults. You're like, yes, we're your kids still, but we're grown now.
Making real life decisions.
Yeah, exactly. And so truthfully, I would want to meet my great-great-grandchildren, because it's just like, wow, like what did my kids, obviously I'm going to see what my kids did, hopefully.
Yeah.
What did my grandchildren bestow upon them if I'm hopefully in their life? Maybe they bring my values to who they are.
And just the trajectory of like your family, you want to see where it gets to, like what legacy it gets passed on.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, how like if you're fortunate enough to meet your grandparents, how slightly different your parents were from your grandparents, like the way they were brought up and the world they lived in was a little bit different. So then in our generation, like we learn a lot of things from our parents, but we grew up in a different world, so we're a little different from our parents.
And much more open-minded. So how much more open-minded could our great-grandchildren that be? Or they just become little shits, and I'm like, man,
where would I go wrong?
This is my line.
This is a disaster.
Yeah, that's facts. But I mean, going back in the past and meeting my ancestors, I feel like that would be
really special.
Really special for me too, because I believe I'm very spiritual. I think like our ancestors guide us in like when we seek, of course, God as well. Mm-hmm. But I think our ancestors, even in the past, like after they've passed, they guide us in terms of our morality, our spirituality, you know what I mean?
And we're all connected.
And to be able to speak to them and like meet them actually will be dope. And, see the life that they went through, the struggles they went through and how they overcame, the wisdom they could, bestow upon you. But I might throw a little selfishness in there too. Going in the future and meeting my great-great-grandchildren, I just want to see what technology they're using.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we using FaceTime thinking this is dope. Imagine what they got. They probably got like flying saucers and shit.
And low-key, you kind of find out your future too, and that's the only reason why I wouldn't want to meet my great-great-grandchildren. Oh, because they'll tell you, they'll be like, oh, you're grandpa who did this.
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, like you created this. This is like your whole empire. And you're like, wait, how did I do that?
And you're a grandpa that died tragically in this. I'm like, oh,
and you're like, now tell me that. Now I can't go on planes.
Right,
something like that. So it's just like the past would be more, wisdom and insightful to seeing like, okay, this is, I'm literally gaining their wisdom within this point in time. Whereas in the future, it would kind of be more of I just want to see what I had left, but that would be a double-edged sword because then I would know and it would ruin everything because I would just be trying to achieve that rather than just living
it through. That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts, yeah.
Whereas meeting past, you learn from meeting your ancestors and then you can continue life and
still like there's still the unknown, which is the excitement of your life. So you can get the wisdom, but then now you can apply it and still live life, without knowing exactly what's going to happen.
Exactly, because knowing what the future is a little like oof.
Yeah.
Is it real or is it? Can I stop it? Can I prevent it? Or how do I get that?
Unless we tie it back to our great-grandchildren telling us lotto ticket numbers that pass in this specific year.
But then your great-grandchildren would be completely different.
That's true.
Because we would be changing the future.
What is that called? It's like there's like a parody for that. It's I think it's the grandfather parody.
Parody.
Or I guess it could be paradox.
Paradox. Okay.
Paradox parody. Yeah, paradox where like if I go back in time and stop my grandfather from meeting my grandmother, which means
then you would cease to exist.
Then I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't exist to be able to go up to them to stop them from meeting. So that's just crazy. It's like a crazy loop.
Well, I think we got some good information, some good topics.
Thank you,
I like that.
Thank you for coming through.
No, this was cool. I like the random topics, just being able to go back. I hope I can come back. I hope all of the viewers that watch this don't go like, fuck that dude. Like,
in the comments, in the DMs.
Tell me if you want to see me come back. Like, I hope you want to. Shit.
Go ahead and shout out anything you want them to follow, social media,
I mean, I don't really post on social media, but if you want to find me, just Ralpong, RALPONG. That's pretty much everything. Like if you want to hang out, hit me up. Cool.
Hey. Appreciate you coming in. Subscribe, hit the bell to get the notification.
Yeah.
Bing.
And
This is, as always, the Day and Night Podcast. Freshman Feet, Cody the Collector. We out here, man. Thank y'all.
Everybody have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.